I have many great memories here at ASHAR, but what stands out to me is the Names Not Numbers program. It was a really special experience I got to be a part of. We got to interview Holocaust survivors and hear their whole stories. It made me have a whole different perspective on the Holocaust. I got to have a whole new understanding of it, and now I will keep it with me and pass it on. I think it is really good that we have to do this program because there's not many more years left to do it. And when we watched the premiere, it was really nice. I got to see all the interviews, projects, and editing all come to life. I felt very accomplished.
ASHAR has had many fun programs and activities for the students, but the one most people look forward to is Color War. Not only is Color War fun and exciting, it is a day to bond and work with not only your friends, but students from different grades. As an 8th grader, we are in charge of most of Color War, so it is our job to make sure everyone is included. There are many games we play as a team, such as dodgeball, egg drop, and tug of war, and many other team games that make us grow stronger, and the aim is always to come out on top and win.
There are many really exciting after-school events in ASHAR, but my favorite has always been the Challah. The Challah is an event in ASHAR that involves the Jewish community of Rockland. Hundreds of women get together the Thursday before Parshas Vayera to make challah and have fun. The gym is always decorated beautifully, and there is lots of music and dancing. When we make the bracha on the challah, the room is silent, and I really feel the spirit in the room. Something that was really exciting about the Challah this year is that as an 8th grader, we got to do our own dance, and it was really enjoyable. That's why the Challah is really exciting and why it will always be my favorite after-school event at ASHAR.
At the end of the year, when everyone can't seem to catch a break, ASHAR staff steps in. Finals and projects and figuring out what you're doing this summer can feel impossible to do all at once. Luckily, Mrs. Jacobson and the other staff make the hard times feel like a breeze. Color War is a way to unite and obviously have fun. They gather everyone and break it out in the funnest of ways. One year, they even disguised their Color War breakout as a fire drill. The following week is filled with fun and games. All grades come together and unite. Normally, you wouldn't see this, but ASHAR doesn't just make it an enjoyable time, they make it a tradition. This year, I'm going to be captain with my friends after so long of waiting. When I first discovered the idea of coming to school and being on a team and having fun, I was so excited. I've waited and never thought the time would come that I would be a captain myself. Since there are so many people, it can be hard to include everyone. That's the beauty of Color War. Not only the games or colors, the connection. The staff makes sure everyone is included and has something special to remember. Even when your team doesn't win, you still cheer for the winning team. Not out of pressure, but because you're genuinely happy that your friends won. It's like fun with the side of competition, not the other way around. It's a privilege to have a school and principal that cares enough to set up this time to explore our strengths and most importantly, have fun.
Color War is my favorite memory, and it's always the best time. Working on the video competitions always brought me closer to girls in other grades. Color War was always the highlight of my year. Now as an 8th grader, we are in charge and working on the dance is my favorite part. The stress of who's screaming their team name louder and the next morning losing your voice is a little annoying, but it's worth it when you win. Each year I wait for Color to start and can't wait for the next. Color War at ASHAR is a memory I will cherish forever.
Ever since 5th grade, Color War has been my favorite ASHAR activity. Why was it my favorite? There's so many reasons, but here's a couple. First, Color War is a way to make new friendships. You're not always going to have your closest friends on your team, so it's a way to engage with new people in my class and different grades. For the many years of Color War, I have made many new friendships. Second is the dances. Dancing has always been my passion since I was a little girl. Being able to dance with your friends in school and perform it is such an exciting feeling and an amazing atmosphere. Some years the dances would be complicated and hard, and some years more simple, but I always had loads of fun. Lastly is the opportunity to dress up. Every other regular day in ASHAR, we would have to wear our uniform, but during Color War, we would get to dress up in our colors and regular clothes and root for our team. All in all, there are many reasons why Color War was my favorite ASHAR activity.
One of my most favorite memories at ASHAR is the 8th grade girls' Shabbaton. The Shabbaton is hosted by Mrs. Jacobson at her house. As Shabbos started, we davened mincha and then had the meal. Once the meal was over, we played games and chilled out until it was time to go to sleep. One of my most favorite parts of the Shabbaton was sleeping arrangements. Me and my friends slept in the basement and just talked about anything and played games all night. In the morning, we all had breakfast and then davened. A little while after, we all had the meal and basically just did whatever we wanted until Shabbos ended. When Shabbos ended, the whole class went to Mrs. Gazen's house and ate pizza, decorated cupcakes, and sang songs with Mrs. Gazen's husband, Zusha. Overall, the experience was super fun and it really brought me closer with my classmates.
I have had many great memories here at ASHAR. ASHAR has taught me so much, and one thing I'll remember forever will be the Shabbaton. The Shabbaton was so fun because I'm close with all my class and I got to hang out with all my friends. We had such a fun meal while talking and laughing all together, and the rooming was the best part, being with your friends and staying up late at night. The morning when everyone woke up, there were games and activities that everyone enjoyed. The afternoon, everyone got to see their friends' houses and spend time there. Another part that really made the Shabbaton a great memory was after Shabbos, we all rode with different parents who volunteered to take us to Mrs. Gazen's house for a private Zusha concert. The singing together and decorating cupcakes with friends were a highlight of the trip that I'll never forget.
Being on the basketball team has taught me so much. From the physically hard practice to the uplifting team bonding, I enjoyed being a part of the Sharks my 7th and 8th grade years. It's shown me that hard work pays off because last year we won 1 game and this year we won 4. I remember sitting on the bench at the last game of my first year, watching the clock tick by and wishing I could be on the court. I've come so far and I've played a big chunk of games this year. One big lesson that I learned was to encourage my teammates. When I injured my finger before the 8th game of the season, I had to watch, uplift, and cheer from the sidelines. This year, we had the opportunity to make it to the playoffs, and although we lost by 3 points, I feel proud and accomplished. Officially, the season is over, but in my heart, the team remains. I'm so grateful that I had this opportunity, and I want to say thank you to my coaches, my co-captains, and my new family.
As I am graduating from ASHAR, I've been thinking a lot about what shaped my time here, and being part of the basketball team is right at the top. Being part of this team wasn't just about the game. It was about showing up for each other, building trust, and growing together. As captain, I didn't just learn how to lead. I learned how to listen, how to lift others up, and how to stay grounded when things got tough. One of the proudest moments for all of us was making it to the playoffs. That wasn't just a win on the court, it was proof of how far we'd come together. Every jill, every loss, every moment of doubt led us to that. To my amazing teammates, you became family. To my coaches, thank you for pushing me to be better, and for believing in me when I doubted myself. And to ASHAR, thank you for giving me a place to go. This team and the school will always be a part of who I am.
My favorite memory at ASHAR was joining the basketball team. At first, I wasn't sure I wanted to join the team, but I did, and I actually made it. Practices were fun. They consisted of dribbling, shooting, and scrimmages. One game, when our team was down 4-0, I stepped up, shot a three-pointer, and got it in. That shot gave me the confidence to continue playing in that game and the rest of the season. Although ASHAR is not known to be the best at basketball, being on the team taught me the importance of teamwork. It's not all about winning. Losing is okay as long as you're having fun. Go Sharks!
ASHAR has an extracurricular program called Torable. It's for 7th and 8th grade. In 8th grade, you could choose if you want to do it, but in 7th grade, it's mandatory. If you're in the higher Chumash track, you're in Torable. I'll admit that in the beginning, I wasn't happy about this. I was put in the track but was annoyed that some of my recesses were taken, and so much work was put on me. The first game, I didn't try, but after I saw how fun it was, I wanted to do more. I started to work harder and practice more. Over the year, I got better, and this year, I'm a captain. It gives me and my co-captain amazing leadership skills. It's hard work, but worth it in the game. When our team beats the other teams by flying colors, it brings joy to all our faces. The bus ride back shows that. We sing and play games and have no worries on our minds. It's a great bonding experience for us, an experience we will never forget. I am proud of my team for everything they did and learned this year. Not only did we make it to the championships, but we won them. This was the first year ASHAR won in a long time, and it is an amazing feeling to have. This is just one of the amazing things that ASHAR offers to us students.
In 6th grade, my mother told me one Shabbos, you should do Torable. I responded by saying how I didn't want to do it and that I won't like it. Then came the first day of 7th grade. I was put in Mrs. Koenig's Chumash class, the class for Torable. My nerves always hit me when I first hit the buzzer. I regretted it. I didn't know the answer, but still I tried and I got it wrong. The first Torable meet was something I never expected. The bus ride there was filled with both the ASHAR girls and boys sitting and studying for the games. In the beginning, I was scared and nervous, so I never hit the buzzer to answer questions. Now in 8th grade, after doing Torable for 2 years, I don't feel as nervous or scared. Torable will always be a part of me. I enjoyed every moment, being with friends, learning Torah, going to new schools, and getting Slurpees after every game. Coming home with a win each time was more than enough to make all of us happy. And now in 8th grade, the ASHAR Torable team went to the championships and we won. From all my years at ASHAR, Torable will always be one of my favorite parts.
Being on the Torable team was a great learning experience for me. I was on the team for 7th and 8th grade. One of my favorite parts of Torable is when we go on trips to go to other schools to compete. Sure, it's a little nerve-wracking because of all the pressure, but our team makes it fun. Like how we play different games on the bus rides, how my teammates make baked goods on more for the meets, and how we go to 7-Eleven even if we won or lost. I was so excited that we made it to the championships. Having to learn so much and competing against other schools was overwhelming. I didn't think we would win, but in the end we did. I learned a valuable lesson that if you put your mind to something, you can achieve anything. I owe thanks to both Rabbi Chaitovsky and Mrs. Koenig for helping our team be the best we can be. I'm so happy I contributed to our awesome team, and I hope ASHAR has many more wins.
Throughout the school year, we go on many trips. One of the trips us 8th graders go on is to Cafe Europa to meet with Holocaust survivors. The first time we met, we made challah. The second time was during Hanukkah, and we made cookies. The time we spent there is very memorable. Talking and learning with survivors is a first-hand experience that we won't have for much longer, making it that much more enjoyable and special. Not only do we talk about their story, but we also talk about their current life. They love telling us about their grandchildren and friends, and they love hearing about our current school life. These trips are something that I'll never forget and are one of my most favorite 8th grade ASHAR memories.
Some of the memories I will always remember from my years at ASHAR are all the trips we went on. In 5th grade, we went to the Liberty Science Center and we controlled drones. In 6th grade, we went to the Lower East Side and bought the famous East Side pickles. In 7th grade, we went to Philadelphia and saw the Liberty Bell. And of course, 8th grade, the amazing Washington trip. I will always remember sleeping on the bus the way there and the way back. Even if you had a headache, you had to deal with it. All these memories will stay with me forever.
One of my favorite trips at ASHAR was going to Philadelphia in 7th grade. Philadelphia was a very educational and fun trip. We had a tour guide who showed us around Philadelphia. Some of the many things I saw were the Liberty Bell and the United States Mint, where I found out my great-grandfather had worked a long time ago. The bus ride was around 2 hours and I had a good experience. It was very enjoyable and meaningful to hang out with my classmates. Overall, out of the many years I've been in ASHAR, as you can see, this is one of my favorite trips.
Some of my best memories at ASHAR are the holidays. On Purim, we dress up like our teachers and have a week of fun. And during Hanukkah, Maccabea brings out our school spirit as we play a middle school game of elimination. For Pesach, we make beautiful Haggadahs and write Divrei Torahs to read to our families. And on Sukkot, we decorate our sukkahs with colorful decorations. On Yom HaShoah, we honor all the Jews that died in the Holocaust. We raise the flag on Yom HaAtzmaut and lower on Yom HaZikaron. These school traditions make school feel more than just a place to learn. They make it exciting.
Although there are so many fun and memorable times throughout the year in ASHAR, one of my favorite times of the year is Hanukkah. Although going to school on Hanukkah might not sound so fun, ASHAR finds a way to make every moment so fun and special. Everyone is so excited, and every class we have a fun activity. One of the highlights is Maccabea, a really fun competition with the whole school. It's basically like Hanukkah Color. This year was the most exciting since we're finally 8th graders, so this was our first time being captains. This means we had the responsibility to manage the teams and make sure everything's organized. There are so many fun games and challenges. It could be sports, teamwork, or trivia. There's always something fun for everyone to enjoy. Besides the competitions, there are so many fun and unique programs during Hanukkah. We get to participate in activities like writing songs or making dances. These activities bring everyone together with teamwork, and we all have such a fun time doing it. Hanukkah at ASHAR isn't just about the games, it's about making memories that will stick with us even in high school.
During Hanukkah, our school has Maccabea. Maccabea is similar to Color War, and it's very fun. During Maccabea, there are 4 teams that compete to win. There are many competitions that are all very fun. In 7th grade, we decorated cupcakes for one of the competitions. When 8th grade came, I remember being so excited because we were going to be captains. It's so fun because the whole class is captains and not just 1 or 2 girls. Hanukkah is a very fun and special holiday. It's my favorite, but Maccabea makes it even better.
On Yom HaZikaron, we remember the fallen soldiers of Israel. The entire girls' division goes into the gym and we watch a video. After that, we go outside and lower the flag. The next day is Yom HaAtzmaut. Every year on Yom HaAtzmaut, we celebrate the anniversary of Israel becoming a state. The night before, some of the 8th graders stay to decorate the school. During the day, we go outside and listen to Rabbi Jacobson say a tefillah and a speech about what happened on that day many years ago. After that, we raise the flag and go inside to celebrate. This year, we had different stations where we made Israeli food. We made olive dip, pickles, Israeli salad, and much more. Later, after school, everyone comes back to school and there is so much food, games, and tons of laughter. Thank you, ASHAR, for giving me a love for Israel.
Throughout the year that I've been at ASHAR, I learned a lot of valuable things. From nursery to 8th grade, ASHAR has given me friends, made me smarter, and taught me skills. The teachers educated me and made me to be the best version of myself. ASHAR taught me lifelong lessons that I will bring with me to high school and my future. I will always remember my first grade sitter play. I practiced so much that it is engraved in my head. Also, all the class projects we did. They were super fun to work on with classmates or by myself.
We've had happiness and tears. I've seen you all grow throughout the years. We've been through lockdowns that were actually fire drills. I've seen us all acquire different skills. I've been here for a while and began to see us truly smile. I've seen friendships born sharing popcorn while we sat on the luncheon floor watching a movie. From leaked Jamboards and sneak notes, our canceled around the world play, and being lazy all day during Corona. From our April Fool's prank on Mrs. Tenzik when we all left class, and the elimination that couldn't beat the game. We laughed and cried while we said our goodbyes at the end of the school year where I shed a tear. As I saw people come and go, I realized to take it slow and watch as the love our class has for each other continues to grow.